Good morning, everyone. Goodness gracious, we got dropped a bombshell this morning. Well, not really a bombshell, and we all knew it was coming. But I want to talk about these Amber Heard interviews, and I also, maybe towards the end, want to talk about the Joker too. I have some issues. I have some serious issues as to what's going on. But let me know, you guys, if the audio is okay. Good morning, Reese. Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Robert and Elon and Alar. Good morning, Joseph and Jay. Let me see if I missed Vaster. Vaster. Good morning, EP. Good morning, Hooded Justice. How is everybody this morning? Are you guys ready to go through some interviews? Yesterday we got like the very tip of the iceberg. It's okay for the audio. Thank you, blue, blue, blue. Um, so we got what, 2 minutes of content yesterday? Hello, Bianca. Hello, Raymond. Hello, James. We got 2 minutes. Hello, Cartoon and Comics. And now we have 10 minutes. We're gonna go through it. Tomorrow there will be another 10-minute drop right around there. Good morning, Hominus. And then Friday night, I believe at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I could be wrong. I'd have to look for sure. I might say at the end. Good morning, Breezen. There is going to be an hour-long interview. So here's my first question. And I want to kind of pass it off to you guys. See what you think. Does anybody remember ever seeing interviews with people like has Kevin Spacey done any interviews? Has Harvey Weinstein? I know these are a lot different cases, but I'm just asking, have we seen Bill Cosby do any exclusives with the Today Show? I mean, I find it all very weird. Good morning, Diane. I find it all a little weird, and especially because she's doubling down on her defamation. That was like a tongue twister. But I find it very weird. A little one-sided, a little sexist to say the least. No, not really. But it's like I find it very odd that you're giving this woman a platform without I don't know, maybe we'll find out, but why haven't we seen this kind of reaction from Johnny? Why is he not doing interviews? Maybe he doesn't personally want to. But wouldn't that be the first person you went to? Good morning, Black Phoenix. I don't know. Yeah, she shouldn't have any platform. I agree. I find it all pretty distasteful, to be honest with you. I find it it's a hot topic. And that is understandable. I liked the Joker too, Elon. I thought it was phenomenal. It was very much so in Joker name only. But I have a little bit of issues. And we'll go into this towards the end. I don't really have the issues with Lady Gaga being cast as Harley Quinn. I think I'm actually okay with that. I find it very weird when you have people like Anna Taylor-Joy or Jamie Presley, but I digress. It's the Lady Gaga rumor I've heard. She's proven. Oh, I know she can act. That's not even the issue here. The issue is it's a musical. The issue is it's a musical. Make it make sense? I have no issue with her being Harley Quinn. I think it's fitting. She's not quite as pretty as what I would say I picture Harley Quinn to be, but the issue is it's a musical. The musical numbers better be in Joker's head. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I will be the first to admit, let's see, Joseph, you say you hate musicals. I love musicals. I love. Let me repeat this. I love musicals. My favorite movie ever. Okay, top 3 favorite movies ever is Rent, Phantom of the Opera, and Hair. I love musicals. But what? Like, maybe it'll be, remember in Birds of Prey, they did the Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend bit where she was knocked out, and it was kind of like, yeah, kind of like that. Or remember in Batman the Animated Series when they first introduced her, she did like that little dance at the birthday party thing. Maybe it'll be a musical like that. But you don't call a movie a musical for one number. Nobody called The Birds of Prey a musical because it had, Dinah and Harley singing one song each. You only call it a musical when it's actually a musical. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it just, at least Lady Gaga can sing. I actually really, really like quite a few of her songs. I like Paparazzi. I like Joker Face. Oh my God. Poker Face. And, Born This Way. Oh, such great music. But, well, we'll get there. We'll get there. A rock opera. There we go. Nightmare Before Christmas. There we go. Another. Yes. Could be joking when they say it. Why would the main tabloids are reporting it's a musical? Harley Quinn. Okay, so let me bring this up. I know you guys are all waiting for Amber Heard, but I actually knew this was coming up. Let me bring this. I just want to see what it is real quick. Stephanie Phillips last night said that they were announcing it today. So I knew this was coming up and I forgot to look at it. Where is it? Here we go. Yes. So I am doing, let me show you guys and then we'll go right over after we do this. I am doing also a celebration for Harley Quinn's 30th anniversary. So was it confirmed to be her? It was reported by the main tabloids. Now, pretty much seems to be the case. Hollywood Reporter is usually pretty good. So yeah, I would say pretty much at this point. Fiddler on the Roof. I was in Fiddler on the Roof. Thank you very much. But Stephanie Phillips said this was going to be dropping. I'm going to be doing a big celebration for Harley Quinn's 30th anniversary. I'm going to be doing a breakdown of all the different types of Harley Quinn. So you have New 52, you have Injustice, you have the animated series. I'm going to be going through all of them, kind of leading up until September, which would be then this, and then hopefully as long as we can get our schedules correctly, get Harley on. Oh my God. Get Stephanie Phillips on, the current writer for Harley. Look at that. That's so good. I love it. So what are they doing? We've got 6 variants. That's cute. That's all right. I like that one. I love that. That's so detailed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's my new background. So what is this actually? Just the variants. We got Steven Stajek. You are okay, so it's this. Basically, Harley Happy 30th. Okay. All right, cool. So you've got stories from Amanda Connor, Palmiotti, Stephanie Phillips, Steven Stajek, Sam Humphries, Cami Garcia, Rob Williams, Mindy Lee. Okay, yeah. So, Cecil Castellucci. But oh well. And of course, Paul Dini. Yes. That is fucking awesome. Was that Butterloo with Batman? I don't know which one that was. Let me look. That cover. Holy fuckery. So good. I don't know. Doesn't have this thing on. That is so fucking good. Wow, that's stunning. All right, I love it. I love it. But yes, I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of videos for her 30th anniversary, wrapping up by some interviews. That should be super fun. I love Amanda Connor's Harley, right? It's so good. It is so good. Okay, now what you guys are actually interested in. I forgot that was supposed to drop this morning, and I knew it was. I was watching Word Balloon last night with Stephanie Phillips, and like Stephanie Phillips has this kind of hot thing going on where she's like, so you guys remember Ruby Rose? She played Batwoman for a while. She was in Orange is the New Black. She has that like kind of like androgynous thing going like Ruby Rose does. She's very similar in look. And I'm just like, the whole time I'm like, oh, I love her. Now I need to go read some more books. I need to go read her comicsology book. But if you haven't checked out Grimm by her, it's so good. I want her to go back to her original costume. I did too for a very long time. But this one's grown on me. This one's definitely growing on me. All right, let's actually bring this interview up because we are going to shred the fuck out of it. We are going to shred it to pieces. Stephanie has that. Yes, that's exactly right. Hominid, Stephanie has that hot tomboy look going on. Yes, that kind of Ruby Rose, feminine, but kind of like also a little bit masculine, not in a bad way. I don't know, she's hot. I like her a lot. And she's amazing. Like, and she's a great writer. And she is so nice as a person. So I can't complain. All right, let's bring this up here, guys. Would it be well, hello Paula. We are about to go through these interviews. Let me see. I'm going to move the chat over so you guys can see it. Amber Heard should move on, honestly. But that's what she said, Sultan. That's what she said. All she wanted to do was have the trial over to move on. But she can't move on. Even all Johnny does is make a fucking TikTok. And she's like, well, Johnny's moving forward. Women's rights are moving backwards. The only damage done to women is you. The only damage done is by your lies and ego that can't let it go. Somebody brought a baby to the store today. Oh, a baby what? I will? What's that? Do you mean like an actual baby? Okay. Amber is the mosquito you can't swat away. Yes. She's a very damaged woman. All right, we're going to take a look at this. It's about 10 minutes long. Don't you worry. I will be pausing it. I know some people don't like it. Some people do like it. I can't help it. I have to pause and yell at the dumb bitch in the nicest way possible.
It's been about more than a week since the verdict. As you sit here with me now, has it sunk in?
How could it? Surreal and difficult.
And justice.
In part, yes. This has been a long time coming.
Do you stand by your testimony and your accusations against Johnny Depp about abuse?
Of course, to my
I'm not familiar with this interviewer. I don't watch a lot of mainstream news. I honestly thought it was Katie Couric. That's one name I know. Like, I know very few. But from yesterday, it does seem like the clips we got yesterday did seem like she pushed back a little bit. I would like her to actually take that to the full extent and not be the journalist who's nice, who throws softballs. No, actually take this. And of course, this is a snippet of the full thing, but actually, Savannah Guthrie, thank you. And actually push it back. Is she well known? Like, is she okay, I'm not gonna make myself look any worse.
My dying day will stand by every word of my testimony.
The real-life drama of the defamation.
Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Bianca, what the hell are you talking about? Last time I seen you put something in the chat, you put somebody brought a baby in. And then I see you put no, but it was almost run over by someone. Holy shit! What is going on at Bianca's work? It's all wild and out over there.
To my dying day, will stand by every word of my testimony.
The real-life drama of the defamation case between Amber Heard and her ex-husband Johnny Depp captivated millions of people around the world.
Amber Heard just got exposed.
Johnny, you hit me.
This is so cringe.
With clips spreading across social
Yeah, ha, ha, I love it when you forget your lines. Hey, I posted this one yesterday. That wasn't my font, though. That's awesome. Scroll up, a baby owl. Okay. I was like, Bianca's gone crazy. I need to work where she does.
media like wildfire.
I think vast majority of this trial was played out on social media. I think that this trial
I want a baby
is an
owl.
example of that gone haywire, gone amok, and the jury.
Okay. Why is this a game? No, hairless owls are nightmare fuel figure drawing. Nightmare fucking fuel. Why is this? So, this very much so already feels like PR at work. And obviously we kind of knew that going in, but it's reiterating the same things Elaine said. You know, social media, blame social media. Blame social media because those damn Johnny Depp fans. And I think it's a cop-out. She didn't take accountability during the entirety of the trial. During the entirety of it. And she's doing it again. Like, I kind of figured, but at some point you have to look in the mirror. You're the only one alone with your thoughts at night, right? You're the only one alone with your thoughts at night. You have to kind of, unless you can avoid thinking about it, dive into what is causing the world to side with Johnny, and what are you doing wrong putting this blame game out in the publicity and in the public?
The jury is not immune to that.
You think the jury saw it?
How could they not? I think
Again, how could they not see it? This is word for word what Elaine said, and this is going to be really disappointing if this is all we get. How could they not see it? Oh my God, TikTok.
even the most well-intentioned juror, it would have been impossible to avoid this.
People.
No, it would not have. Absolutely, that's a cop-out. I'm sorry, I understand that it was huge. And if you didn't follow the trial, it likely followed you, whether you liked it or not. But do not tell me that a well-intentioned juror could not have avoided it. We don't know their background, first off. We don't know if they are married with children, grandparents, students. We don't know the background of these jurors, and we're not supposed to. That's a good thing, right? But don't tell me they couldn't have looked at their spouse, at their child, at their roommate and said, I can't. Don't tell me if they were scrolling, they couldn't have just kept going. I don't believe it's a good thing or a good look to look at the jury and say, social media. Not only are you disrespecting the court system, and honestly, sometimes our courts need disrespected. Let's be real here. Defamation again. Exactly. But not only are you disrespecting, Judge Penny, her time, every single one of those jurors' time, the court recorder, your lawyers, his lawyers, the court in general, it's a bad look. It's a bad look. But Amber knows a thing or two about bad looks.
Online and crowds out.
She uses well-intentioned and raging alcoholic interchangeably. No. Yeah.
Inside the courthouse made it clear where they stood.
Every single day I passed for 3, 4, times 6 blocks, city blocks lined, people holding signs saying burn the witch, death to Amber. After 3.5 weeks.
I mean, that I actually don't doubt. I don't know that somebody would be dumb enough to make one that said death to Amber. I don't know that I believe that. But I do believe that there was probably one that said burn the witch or justice for Johnny Depp or like this just very much so feels like a blame game. I'm sorry, it does. No accountability whatsoever. None in this entire trial so far, including the aftermath.
I took the stand and saw just a courtroom packed full of Captain Jack Sparrow fans who were vocal, energized.
Can you put into words how that felt?
This was the most humiliating and horrible thing I've ever been through. I have never felt more removed from my own humanity.
Okay. I can believe that. But you reap what you sow in the nicest way possible. If you are literally shitting the bed, if you are literally caught on audio instigating fights, looking at your husband and saying, tell the world, Johnny, tell him you're a victim of the domestic violence. If you're that toxic of a person, you reap what you sow. And it fucking sucks, but that's life. Life is not fair. She's reaping, at this point, everything she did for years to get ahead, including the stuff she did to Johnny.
I felt less than human.
Let's go back to the day of the verdict. Were you feeling confident?
That's a great question. I wish I could.
Is it? Like, it's just a pretty basic question.
Say yes to that. I want to say yes to you, but it wouldn't be true. Even if you think.
Then just say no. That was a really weird way to frame that.
That I'm lying. You still couldn't tell me, look me in the eye and tell me that you think on social media there's been a fair representation.
Do you find that Miss...
Okay, that's a little bit of the clip we got yesterday. But yeah, I mean, what's fair? People clearly en masse believe Johnny over you. And everybody has their own reasons. For a wide variety of reasons, people did not believe you. It's not going to be fair. It's not going to be fair.
Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation. Answer, yes.
After the 6-week trial, the jury found Heard defamed Depp 2018 Washington Post op-ed in which she wrote she was a public figure representing domestic abuse. She never mentioned her ex-husband by name. Depp denied the abuse allegations in court. Heard won just one of 3 claims in her countersuit against her ex-husband. That verdict came less than 2 years after a judge ruled against Depp in a similar case in the UK, in which he sued a British newspaper that called him a wife-beater.
There was another trial, handled it dealt with the same substantive issues that had even more evidence in. In fact, my evidence was largely kept out, really important pieces.
That's what they keep saying. And again, I want to reiterate this. I've covered this. I covered every single day of the UK trial. I went through transcripts. I went through every single piece of different stuff that was available, whether it was copies of text messages or different people talking in that had their declaration put in. I went through everything in that UK trial. I combed it very well, and I did an update every single night. There is no evidence that I have been able to, and I will say I didn't go back through my videos or back through it a little bit, but not much, that I can think of that would have changed something. The only thing I can even come up with that was in the UK trial, that was not in this one, was that stupid thing she did where she emailed herself. You remember that? She would email herself like, and it had metadata with it that was correct, but she was emailing herself. If anything, that makes it look more suspect. Like, why are you emailing yourself? Johnny did this, Johnny did that. It was basically a diary, right? That was never sent to anybody. I don't, bye Bianca. I cannot think of a single thing. I can think of things that would hurt her case, like the weird knife stuff between her and Josh and threatening Johnny. But I can't think of anything that they keep saying there are mounds of evidence. There are mounds of evidence. Mountains of it. What? Because I think at this point, you should at least name what it is, because I don't see it.
Of evidence kept out, done differently, handled differently by a judge instead of a jury.
Some evidence is admissible in a UK court that is not admissible in a US court. Do you think that maybe he just had better lawyers?
I will say his lawyers did certainly a better job of distracting the jury from the real issues.
Wow! What is wrong with her, you guys? Seriously, no fucking accountability. Yeah, Johnny's lawyers were good, but you have to have a shred of loyalty. A shred of fucking loyalty to those people that defended your bitch ass in the nicest way possible. You just threw them under the bus. What? Listen to this.
I will say his lawyers did certainly a better job of distracting the jury from the real issues.
For some people,
the lawyers use your words against you. Your words against you. Wow, that's terrible.
they just were frankly disgusted by the whole thing and don't have much sympathy for either one of you. Can you understand that?
Absolutely. I would not blame the average person for looking at this and how it's been covered and not think that it is Hollywood brats at their worst. But what people don't understand.
And I can see people getting like irritated with the trial, but I don't look at it as Hollywood brats at their worst. I have seen some of those takes. We've covered some of those takes. But I think a lot of people can relate to once, like, that's what's so great. And I think it was Comic Boom when I had him on. That's what's so great about this trial. You know, he said, even if you look at these people as these mega celebrities and you don't necessarily relate to them, you can relate to their journey, whether it is an abuse victim or know somebody that's been treated really, really poorly by some woman. Everybody knows somebody that's been with a Regina George type, a Mean Girls type. And unfortunately, everybody can relate in some small way. Robert, translation, the mega pints. I'm a perfect angel and never wrong. And that's what it feels like, right? That's what it absolutely feels like. Why are you not taking, and I just dropped my headphones, hold on. The lawyers are bigger celebrities than her now. Yes! But she's showing kind of a really she's answering the question of, you know, people getting sick of the trial, calling them Hollywood brats. That's what she's doing, though. That's what she's being right now. She's stomping her feet like a 4-year-old and acting like a Hollywood brat that can't take any sort of accountability. It's really, really sad. It's not surprising, but it's sad. Eve Barlow's rotten crotch. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I'd suggest her going on Fear Factor type show, so we can laugh at her drinking a pint of drinking a pint of donkey. You always make me say the weirdest shit. She'd probably enjoy it. Waste of you know what? I think it's funny. Um uh, um what's the answer now? She's not gonna get hired by Hollywood. Like, there is a big money to be made on OnlyFans, honey. And I know that's a really, really mean thing to say, but she's not gonna go back to a regular job. She's just not. No one like that goes back to something like that. But if you want to keep living that lifestyle, I mean, it's not a bad idea. Not being mean, but it's not. In Fantasy I Die, Amber featuring Elaine, Victimology 2022 tour. That's right. That's right. And this isn't even the end of it. This is just the beginning. I don't know what she's thinking. I don't know why her PR person, like, she literally had the PR team for Obama and fired them. Oh, what if she became an advocate against violence for men? Really? You think that's a smart idea? You really think that's a smart idea? No. No. Or unless you mean 2 men. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you guys so much. OnlyFan, Amber lacks the goods. That is true. That is true. She's pretty, she's tall, but she's not well endowed. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that one go.
Understand is it's actually so much bigger than that. This is not only about our First Amendment right to speak.
But here's the thing about the First Amendment. The First Amendment protects free speech. It doesn't protect lies that amount to defamation. And that
Oh shit. Oh shit. It protects free speech, not lies that equal out to defamation. There are a lot of people that scream free speech that don't know what they're talking about. It's kind of become almost a meme on a lot of far right people. But that was a good pushback. Not gonna lie, that was a good pushback.
was the issue in the case.
Yes, exactly. You can't go into free speech does not protect you if you go into a crowded theater and you scream fire. We get the concept of free.
Why does everyone use that example? Like, everyone uses that example.
Speech from the Greeks. My understanding of what that means is not just the freedom to speak. It's the freedom to speak truth to power.
Yeah, I'm kind of speechless. She really thinks she's something special with this. Unless she's just a good actress, which we all know, we watch this trial, we know better. She thinks she is the chosen one. Like, it's that ego, it's that narcissism.
The truth is the word.
Yes.
And that was the issue.
And that's all I spoke.
I love it!
And I spoke it to power, and I paid the price.
In the closing arguments, the Depp lawyer called your testimony the performance of a lifetime and said you were acting. What do you say to that?
Says the lawyer for the man who convinced the world he had scissors for fingers.
Hold on, we gotta back this up 1 second. Is she serious right now? Miss Queen of Atlantis, are you serious right now?
In the closing arguments, the Depp lawyer called your testimony the performance of a lifetime and said you were acting. What do you say to that?
Says the lawyer for the man who convinced the world he had scissors for fingers.
That felt so weird. That felt so weird. Like, she did not know what to say. What? I'm trying to digest this. Okay. I think it was a good point when Camille said it was a performance of a lifetime, but honestly, I think a lot of people saw through that. I don't think it was as good a performance as she thinks she let on. But that was a terrible fucking answer. That was a terrible fucking answer, says the man. Says, hold on. Last time, I promise.
Lifetime, and said you were acting. What do you say to that?
Says the lawyer for the man who convinced the world he had scissors for fingers.
That was super fucking weird. For one, the lawyers had nothing to do with Johnny's early career. Two, that's a job that you do exactly the same job by convincing people you can breathe and live underwater. That was a terrible answer. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is she thinking? And honestly, I gotta add this in here. Edward Scissorhand is the best Johnny Depp movie.
Performer. I had listened to weeks of testimony insinuating that, or saying quite directly that, I'm a terrible actress. So I'm a bit confused how I could be both.
The Depp team argued that you were the abuser, that you instigated physical violence. Did you?
I never had to instigate it. I responded to it. When you're living in violence and
She never had to instigate it. She responded to it. Let's dissect that for a minute. Because I'm pretty sure we heard audios of her saying that she starts fights. I'm not hitting you, babe. I don't know what did she say? I don't know what the shape of my hand is, but you weren't punched. But she doesn't instigate anything. Johnny didn't have to go around to, 6 different rooms and run into the bathroom but she didn't instigate it. Okay, I still can't get over the Edward Scissorhand things. That was the dumbest answer. It's like my dog stepped on a bee, dumb. Like, it's that level of it makes no sense. Amber Heard is auditioning to play for Malevolence.
becomes normal, as I testified to. You have to adapt.
You say you were responding, but there is evidence. There are tapes in which you acknowledge hitting. There are tapes in which you say, I started the fight.
I know much has been made of these audio tapes. They were first leaked online after being edited.
Okay, that they were leaked online. Yeah. But it showed the world what a lot of people knew already is that you were the aggressor in the situation. In Fantasy I Die, thank you so much. No. Just post pics of fans. I would never start an OnlyFans. Ew. Wait, oh, I get it. It's a joke. Oh my God, I'm ridiculous. Just go around to and get all pictures of fans. Oh my God. I'm so slow. Thank you so much. No one is posting pictures of me. No, I think he means actual box fans. I think pictures of gross. No. Hooded Justice, that's so gross. What the hold on. This is all I saw. Gross. All sorts of fans. That's right. That's so funny. Thank you so much. In Fantasy I Die. I was so confused. I'm like, I know desk fans, round mounted ones, stand up. That's right. Get all the types. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
What you would hear in those clips are not evidence of what was happening. It was evidence of a negotiation of how to talk about that with your abuser.
But I am looking at a transcript that he says, you start physical fights, and you say, I did start a physical fight. I can't promise you I won't get physical again. I mean, this is in black and white. I understand context. But you're testifying and you're just telling me today, I never started a physical fight, and here you are on tape saying you did.
As I testified on the stand about this, is that when your life is at risk.
Okay, that was a pretty good pushback. Yeah, you absolutely got caught multiple times in your lies, and you're still, what at this point, like quadrupling down on them? She's calling you out on your bullshit on her show, and you're still trying to change the narrative. What the fuck, Joseph? Like and subscribe. Uglies welcome. Oh my God. Yes, like and subscribe. You totally should do that. But everybody is always welcome here. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Joseph. That's so funny. When your life is at risk, you give them a knife. That's right. That's right. But it doesn't make sense. This reporter is Fox News. I remember her. I don't watch enough mainstream news to know. But I gave you a last ride, babe. I didn't power bomb you. I do think she's given a decent amount of pushback, and I think that's fair to do. I don't think there should be any reason why you would go soft on this, and she's doing a decent job.
Not only will you take the blame for things that you shouldn't take the blame for, but when you're in an abusive dynamic, psychologically, emotionally, and physically, you don't have the resources that, say, you or I do with the luxury of saying, hey, this is black and white, because it's anything but when you're living in it.
But then there are other times, there's another tape where you're taunting him and saying, oh, tell the world, Johnny Depp, I, a man, am a victim of domestic violence.
Damn.
20-second clips or the transcripts of them are not representative of.
I like this chick. I don't know who she is, but I like her. I mean, I know her name, but she's doing a pretty decent job. She's doing a decent job. This makes me hopeful for the entire thing, but you can tell if you look at Amber's face here, she looks relatively annoyed.
Why? Because it's anything but when you're living in it.
But then there are other times,
Right
there's
here.
another tape where you're taunting him and saying, oh, tell the world,
Look
Johnny
at her,
Depp,
she's pissed.
I, a man, am a victim of domestic violence.
20-second clips or the transcripts of them are not representative of even the 2 hours or the 3 hours that those clips are excerpt from.
Could your side have just put the whole 3 hours in then?
Absolutely.
I'm not a lawyer. As I test.
What the fuck was that? Okay, hold on. Do I have this on fast? I do. I didn't even realize it. I'm so used to doing it. Okay. She's right. They could have just, if you wanted to add context, if there was really context to be had, and context is always important, but if there was context to be had, your lawyers should have done their job and put it in. I love her Amber's answer here. I'm not a lawyer. Shut the fuck up.
Could your side have just put the whole 3 hours in then?
I'm not a lawyer. As I
That was so awkward. I'm sorry. I can feel like the weirdness in that room. I'm not a lawyer. And if you notice, there's quite a bit of cuts here. And I get it, but I can't wait to see what they bring out on Sunday. Or I'm sorry, Friday. And what was cut and what they're saving for the main thing. Because she's already calling her out on her bullshit, I'm hoping the whole thing is good. I'm not a lawyer. What the fuck? She's not a victim either, but she's playing one. That's right. That's absolutely right.
testified to, I was talking in those recordings as a person in extreme amount of emotional, psychological, and physical distress.
He
And
says
it
he
doesn't.
never hit you. He
Damn!
never. Is that a lie?
Tell him.
Yes, it is.
See, this is what I don't understand. This is what I don't understand about this whole PR bullshit. Why? Okay, immediately after the verdict, we had Amber Heard make a statement defaming him again. We had Elaine go around defaming him again. And now Amber is doing that exact same thing, calling him an abuser again. When does it end? You know what? Last week when we talked about this, I said it would be a really kind of cool move to just say fuck the money. No, make her pay. I've changed my mind completely. Make her pay every fucking penny. Every single penny of what she owes. Because she won't stop. She won't stop. Over and over again. She won't stop. Make her pay. That's it. I've changed my mind.
What about the witnesses who said they have seen you instigate physical violence?
I've seen firsthand how people will file rank
Oh,
and support
Jesus.
the person they depend on.
Did they
She's going to the, he pays their bills. But he doesn't. There are plenty of people that showed up to that trial that are not on his payroll.
all come in and lie in court?
I am not here to call any of his witnesses any names. I'm here to just kind of talk about it from...
But that is exactly what you're doing. You just literally did. You called every single witness a liar. And then to add insult to injury, you said they were paid to lie. Their jobs depended on them lying. Not all of them, because they didn't all, like Kate Moss, Morgan Tremaine, a lot of these people did not work for Johnny. But that's what you're doing. You are, over and over again, defaming the man that just got millions of dollars from you. I hope you pay every cent. I hope you are garnished at every cent, because if not, this shit won't stop. And this makes all women look bad, that this is some sort of vendetta. This makes all victims of domestic violence look bad by pretending to be one. This makes everybody that has lived in this type of situation look really bad. All because Amber can't take the L. Make her pay every single cent.
what it felt like for me as a person who sat there.
When I asked his lawyers, why do you think you won? And the answer I got was, because she never took responsibility for anything she did in the marriage.
I did do and say horrible, regrettable things throughout my relationship.
Now she's trying to take
I
responsibility.
behaved in horrible, almost unrecognizable to myself ways. There's so much, I have so much regret.
Now she's trying to take responsibility. Now she's trying to act like, oh, I wasn't perfect, but Johnny was worse.
Freely and openly and voluntarily.
She's just not having it.
Talked about what I did. I talked about the horrible language. I talked about being pushed to the extent where I didn't even know the difference between, right and wrong.
How do you not know the difference between right and wrong? You do. You absolutely do. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing and the effect it has in a large scope. Don't play like you have no idea. You absolutely do.
Will always continue to feel like I was a part of this, like I was the other half of this relationship, because I was. And it was ugly and could be very beautiful. It was very, very toxic. We were awful to each other. I made a lot of...
Belle, if Johnny doesn't lose his money, I'll totally lose respect for him. I won't lose respect, but I was one that was like, you know what? It was about getting his name back. It was about, kind of the proof, being able to tell his story. And she won't stop, and she won't stop, and she won't stop. Yeah, you need to collect your money. Even if you just collect the money and donate it to charity. Even if you just take that money and give it away. Get the money. You gotta at this point. You have to at this point. I just... it's really, really bad. This is really, really dumb. I just can't believe she's not stopping. I know it's silly, but I honestly thought after the trial was over, maybe she'd stop. But no, Amber's doing these interviews to get paid. I guarantee that. Yeah, I can about bet she's getting paid. But you know what? the lady, Savannah Guthrie, is doing a decent job, and she doesn't seem like she's kind of buying into the bullshit, right? She's kind of just like done with it. As much as everyone else is done with it, she seems to be that way too.
A lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. But I've always told the truth.
Heard's lawyers say they plan to appeal that verdict. And as for the notion from Heard that there was evidence allowed in that UK trial that could have potentially made a difference last week, Depp's attorney said here on Today that the evidence presented in the latest trial far exceeded the UK one, two different processes, and they believe the jury got it right. We have a lot more of our conversation to share with you tomorrow morning on Today.
So there'll be more tomorrow, and then there'll be more on Friday. Oof. Amber. Oh my God. What is wrong with you? You do realize what you're doing, right? At this point, even the 5% of people on social media that believe Amber, even the 5% are getting sick of it. You have to realize, from a PR standpoint, from the point of any woman wanting a little bit of respect, this is really, really bad. And you won't stop. Again, I'm going to reiterate, get your fucking money. Take every single penny. Garnish her. Because she deserves it. I'm sorry. I hate to be that fucking mean of a person. No, I don't. That's a lie. No, I don't. We'll look at the one from yesterday too, but wow. That's really, really dumb. I know it's on here. One day ago. Here we go. This one, there is part of it that's reiterated, but there's also I think one point that's new that she didn't have. I kind of made an edit with it yesterday because it's just like, she's ridiculous. She's at the point where she's trying to cover her ass and it's only making her look worse. And honestly, she just needs to stop, Amber, stop. Like, you know that old saying, like, quit digging yourself in a hole? She's dug all the way half through the earth. She's getting some molten lava at this point.
I don't care what one thinks about me or what judgments you want to make about what happened in the privacy of my own home and my marriage behind closed doors. I don't presume the average person should know those things, and so I don't take it personally. But even somebody who is sure I'm deserving of all this hate and vitriol, even if you think that I'm lying, you still couldn't look me in the eye and tell me that you think on social media there's been a fair representation. You cannot tell me that you think that this has been fair.
Of course, we also touched on what happened in court.
I think this is the new part here. Because, again, it's not fair because nobody believes you. Because they can see the lies over and over again.
There's no polite way to say it. The jury looked at the evidence you presented. They listened to your testimony, and they did not believe you. They thought you were lying.
How could, I'll put it this way, how could they make a judgment? How could they not come to that conclusion? They had sat in those seats. I think this is the same thing.
I think this is the same thing. Robert, what's that link you sent? Does anyone in the chat kind of believe Amber Heard? That's a good question. That's a fair question. And I'm going to be the first to say, fuck no. No, Elon beat me to it. No. 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 I don't. I think at this... Oh, it's a music. Okay. I don't. I've been too close to this case for too long. I've looked through too much evidence. I've gone through too much of this shit. I don't believe her. And I think after everything we've seen, nobody believes her. Nobody believes her. Thank you so much, Joseph. Here we go. All right, let's see if any of this is new. I thought there was new parts in it, but
And heard over 3 weeks of nonstop, relentless testimony from paid employees, and towards the end of the trial, randos, as I say.
What the fuck was... Okay. Amber does these really weird faces. We've seen it throughout the trial. Randos, as I say. Oh my God, you're so quirky, Jessica. Like, stop it. What the fuck was that?
And towards the end of the trial, randos, as I say.
So you
Was that a self-correct type thing? What was that? It's so weird. Same thing with the Edward Scissorhands comment. It is so awkward.
don't blame the jury?
I don't blame them. It wasn't, I don't blame them. I actually understand he's a beloved character and people feel they know him. He's a fantastic actor.
Their job is to not be dazzled by that. Their job is to look at the facts and the evidence. And they did not believe your testimony or your evidence.
Again, how could they, after listening
To you, I'm going to interrupt her right there for a second. After listening to you, say you use pledge and donate interchangeably. Lie and say that you had to save that money because Johnny was suing you, only to find out it was 13 months in between when you were actually served and you got the money. You told lie after lie, and you expected the jury to believe you because you're a woman. That is not how courts work. Courts don't care about this shenanigans. In fantasy, I die. I synonymously, I apologize. Why isn't it coming up on... Here we go. I agree. Depp is a fan... Are you not going to come up, Restream? Come on now. You can do it. There we go. I agree with Amber. Depp is a fantastic actor. I agree. I do. I agree. I haven't seen obviously everything. I've seen enough to know he's a great actor. I will always look at Edward Scissorhands as one of the most beloved, one of my most beloved movies ever. I love him in Secret Window. That's another great one. Then there was the one where they were like making meat pies. I forget what it was. With that other chick. The evil barber one. You remember that one's good too. Like, and it's Sweeney Todd. That one's great. But not everybody is, and I've said this a lot of times, and I know I repeat myself and I apologize, but not everybody is into this trial because Depp is a fantastic actor. That is not why everybody is into this trial. Again, somebody can relate, whether it is personal or Crybaby. Yep. Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Okay, I haven't seen these movies, but again, a lot of people are not into this because Depp's a fantastic actor. They're into this because they either see themselves or a family member or somebody that they know or somebody that they loved going through something very similar. And she thinks it's because he's an actor. And she uses that to write off any criticism. Well, he's a great actor, you know. He had a great, you know, he's a pirate. No. That is not why. Sure, maybe some, but no, not everybody. What do you guys think of, speaking of the Pirates of the Caribbean, what do you guys think about Margot Robbie taking over that role? I don't know if it'll happen, but I think it's a really dumb career move for her. I like Margot Robbie a lot. She's going to be Barbie. I love her as Harley Quinn. I think she's a great actress, but taking over that role would be so dumb for her career. It would be so bad. Unless Johnny's in it. No, don't do it. It's like almost, I would venture to see career suicide. Margot Robbie should play Amber. She's way too pretty. Way too pretty to play Amber. Way too pretty.
To 3.5 weeks of testimony about how I was a non-credible person, not to believe a word that came out of my mouth.
We're going to have more of our
I mean, I mean, nobody did believe you. Nobody did. And now you gotta you gotta own that. She lied under oath in 3 different... That's the thing. I don't think there's gonna be any criminal charges. I know a lot of people reporting about going to jail and this and that. I don't think... That's why I want Johnny to make her pay. Because there is no accountability otherwise. Because UK trial sided with the son. I wish he could appeal, but there's nothing that can be done. I did not mean for that to rhyme. That did not come out right. But Australia, that's the only real option I see as far as being investigated. They're not going to do anything. Make her pay. The girl from Happy Death Day, no one better. Yeah, Margot Robbie's way too pretty to play that role. Let me see. Jay sent something this morning. Is this what we just watched though? Oh, it's just Popcorn Planet's video. Okay. I was confused. I wanted to see if we wanted to watch it, but goodness gracious. It's so freaking ridiculous. No more rhyming. I mean it. I didn't mean to, I promise. That was completely by accident. And ridiculous. She wants tons of stuff suppressed from the trial to appeal. Australian news reported they contacted the FBI. I did know there was a investigation, but I didn't know if anything would come of it, because how many times do we hear this over and over again, right? How many times do we hear this person's being investigated or that person is? I don't have a lot of faith in those type of stories until I actually see proof of it. Now, I do think the best person or best country to go after her would be Australia, right? I think that's the best chance at this point. Elizabeth Olsen and Margot Robbie are way too pretty to play Amber Heard. Way too pretty, you guys. You guys are giving her way too much credit. It is funny to look back at her old stuff because she looks like a total, like, not a completely different person, but you can tell she's had a lot of work done. And it's really, really sad because, I mean, I guess if that makes her feel better about life or whatever, but, yikes. I don't know what she was thinking with that. Let me see here. What other news we got for Amber before we go into the other stuff? Because who's more unlikable, Amber Heard or Brie Larson? Oh, that's easy. Amber Heard. That's so easy. Think about it. She's actually had done criminal activity. That's the difference. Brie Larson just said a few things a couple people didn't like, and then was picked on. Tombcock, yes. Kathy Griffin. There we go, Jay. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's the perfect actress for that role. I couldn't agree more. I thought I had another video for us to watch, but I guess not. So we will move on to the not Johnny Depp stuff. We will move on to the Joker stuff. It should be interesting, right? She supports Heard. She was thinking of putting wings on a pet monkey and commanded them as an army. Oh my god, that's funny. All right, so what do you guys think about... I'll get it brought up in the background. But what do you guys think about Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn? Do you think... My issue is she... This is really dickish. I know she can act, okay? Is she pretty enough? Is she pretty enough for Harley Quinn? Because you gotta have a really pretty person to play that role. Let me see if I can find a link. What is this nonsense? We gotta look at it because it's crazy. Like, if you're doing a story about Joker 2 and you're bringing up Rudy Giuliani, I'm kind of wondering why you're talking about this. Superman returns to Earth in September for a new era. Ew, maybe we'll look at that. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Joker 2 can't possibly be as bad as the hellish Rudy Giuliani docu-musical. Is that a real thing? Stop. Stop right there. Stop. Why are they doing a musical? First off, I don't know how I feel about it being a musical. Second off, why are they doing a musical about Rudy Giuliani? That is the weirdest shit I have ever heard. Oh my goodness. Even worse, it resides with an entire documentary about that. To be honest, it's hard to imagine. It's called Rudy, a docu-musical. No. Why? What are you doing with your life? Why make that a thing? That is so weird. It definitely doesn't seem like this Lady Gaga stuff is rumor at all anymore. This is pretty much, yeah. This looks confirmed. Let me share my screen. Rudy used to be in a barbershop quartet. He's talented like that. That's so weird, though. Well, if this will work. There we go. Maybe. My computer's being an asshat. I apologize. But I think you guys are used to it by now. I apologize. There we go. Lady Gaga in talks to join musical or Joker musical sequel. Come on, this is gonna ruin it. Stop. All right. Well, how do I say this? The Joker, the first one as a standalone film, was really, really good. It was very much so, like I said earlier, in name only. But it still got the essence of what made Joker a great character. Why are you almost making a mockery of it? And I want them to introduce Harley Quinn. I absolutely do. But I get it's not concrete yet, but all the major tabloids are reporting it. It's pretty much is, right? You can't get closer to that confirmation. Now, this, and I'm going to sound like an asshole, but I'm just going to go ahead and sound like an asshole. I don't know that Lady Gaga is pretty enough. She's a phenomenal talent. She's a great singer. She's a great actress, for that matter. But when you have people that are out there, like, okay, so let me look up how old Lady Gaga is, because they're looking for a certain age range. How old is Lady Gaga? She is 36 years old. All right. Well, thought she was a little bit older. My bad. When you are looking at that age range, there are a lot of phenomenal actors. Now, I know Anna Taylor-Joy, I talk about on occasion as Harley Quinn, I think would do a great job. She is quite a bit younger. But I still think at the age that Joaquin Phoenix is, having her in it, or having somebody like Jamie Presley, who almost looks very, very similar to Margot Robbie, very similar in nature, would be a lot smarter. I think she plays crazy well. If you've ever seen My Name is Earl, she plays crazy so well. But it does seem like maybe that's not what they're going for. They may just be introducing her as Dr. Harleen Quinzel, right? They may just be the very beginning of it all. And that may be why they chose, but isn't the point of the Joker universe that everything is average? Like, even Arthur has the body of a 40-year-old. I think he older than that. Let me look it up. How old is Joaquin Phoenix? 47. Well, how old is Jamie Presley? She could totally play that role. How old is Jamie Presley? 44. See? It would work. Can we have Dr. Curry? There we go. There we go. Let's get Dr. Curry. That would be so fucking perfect. Can you imagine? That would be awesome. What if they go with Telltale Batman and have her be the dominant personality? That would work. No, it wouldn't. No, not already. No, not with the world they established. It wouldn't work. It just wouldn't. It's already clear they've made this version of Joker very much so more, oh my god, I'm going to use really cringy terms. More of an alpha. And very clearly liked and beloved, towards when he's standing on that cop car. He's got, a bunch of people around him. He's already getting his following. But I can't see this Joker dominate her at all. That's the problem here. Because Lady Gaga dominates when she's on screen. Lady Gaga does not. She is not the type of woman. And clearly, if they're going for Harleen, they're going to go back to, the toxic relationship. I don't know that I could buy it. Maybe her acting skills will kick in, and maybe she'll be able to pull it off, but I'm reserved. I'm very reserved about this, especially as a massive Harley Quinn fan and as somebody that likes Lady Gaga, likes this, wants to see new properties with Harley Quinn. But why? It made $1 billion. We knew it was going to get a sequel. We knew that. But this just doesn't seem to be fit for me. I don't know. I could be wrong. It could work out really well, but the fact that you make it a musical on top of it is really, really silly to me. So here's the cover. It looks like Todd Phillips script and Joaquin Phoenix. Okay. It doesn't look like, okay, Quinn is often portrayed. Yeah, we know the often portrayal, but it doesn't look like they have any sort of more information. I also did hear that remember the new Arkham series that's coming out, the Matt Reeves version? I also did hear that Harley is going to show up in that. So I don't get it. Is the role that we've gotten from Margot Robbie for so long going to be pushed to the side? Like, honestly, what are they going to do with this? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I want more Harley, but come on. This isn't good. I want to show you guys this video I seen. Jay sent it to me yesterday. Jay or James? I gotta look. It's really funny though. It's an Amber video. It's kind of a satire, so to speak. Did you guys see that comic tropes got plagiarized? That's kind of sucks. Goodness gracious, it's in my history. I'll find it, I promise. I don't remember. We'll watch this one first. But there's another one I wanted to show you. I'll look while we watch this one. This one's funny. It's Jason Momoa. You know these mock-ups? This channel does so good. Just so you guys know, it's called Geo Films. It's fucking hilarious. I don't know how he gets the voices right. I don't know how he does it. It's like I can't even barely do the voice of Giaris, let alone this. It's amazing.
Let's see what Amber Heard has to say.
Even somebody who is sure I'm deserving of all this hate.
Oh, I didn't say this. Honest
You
girl.
think that I'm lying, you still couldn't look me in the eye and tell me that you think on social media that there's been fair representation. You cannot tell me that you think.
What? How did he find, like, does Jason Momoa have these weird ass interviews that he clips it from? I've never seen this shit, but it's so funny. He's gotta have something, like, because it's so good.
This has been fair.
It is, girl.
There's no polite way to say it.
Elon, I'm sorry. I knew it was somebody. I'm sorry.
They listened to your testimony and they did not believe you. They thought you were lying.
That's a smart jury.
How could
I love it.
I wish I was one of the jurors.
I was trying to, and I'm sorry, I was trying to look for the original email and I couldn't find it real quick, so I just found it in my history. But there's another one I wanted to show you guys too after this, and I can't find it in my fucking history. This is great though. Did he just pull us on? You don't want to see this. Yeah, John Cena. He just pulled one yesterday. John Cena actually like surprised a kid with really bad autism. It was really fucking cool. Like John Cena does a lot of that kind of stuff. Almost very reminiscent of when we see, Johnny dress up as Captain Jack Sparrow and go to these hospitals. John Cena is very much so the same in that. What if they go with the Batman version of Harley? Is the pop psychologist. She's one who's more Dr. Phil like. I think that would work. I do. I do think that's the only way they can go though. Ooh, Karen Gillian or Anna. Ooh, either one of those NWO would work for Poison Ivy. Absolutely.
Make a judgment. How could they not come to that conclusion? They had sat in those seats and heard over 3 weeks of nonstop, relentless testimony from paid employees, and towards the end of the trial, randos.
I must say,
It's so weird. It's still so weird to me. Randos.
I'm offended.
You don't blame the jury?
I don't blame them. It wasn't. I don't blame them.
It's very weird to me that when Momoa sits back, he looks heavy. I don't know. Maybe that's me.
I'm offended.
You don't blame the jury?
I don't blame them. It wasn't. I don't blame them. I actually understand. He's a beloved character, and people feel they know him.
Maybe because he spoke like a human during the trial and didn't stare at the jury.
She's so creepy. Her staring at the freaking jury was so like there's a lot of really weird mannerisms she has. And I don't know if it's her thinking she's acting or what she's doing, but it's very, very off-putting.
13 seconds.
They did not believe your testimony or your evidence.
Well, that sure must make you feel like
How could they?
like
after
a
listening
turd.
to 3.5 weeks of testimony.
The weird freaking mouth movements and noises.
We're going to have more of our exclusive interview with Amber Heard first on today.
Oh, great. I can't wait to watch more of this.
It's so weird. It's so weird, but it's so good. Oh my God. We came to the conclusion that she lied, period. Exactly. Everybody came to that conclusion. If the majority of public opinion, which we said early on, he had already won public opinion, but over and over, you've got her trying to act like she wasn't lying and doubling and tripling down. It's just a really bad look. Didn't Margot say she was taking a break from Harley? Maybe WB is doubling down on Harley Quinn. She did say she was taking a break from Harley after Suicide Squad, but it's been enough of a break. She's had enough of a break. Come back around. We need our Harley Quinn. I love it. The problem with her and Harley Quinn is she should have been real careful. Like, they offered her the job for the animated show and she didn't take it. She should have taken it. She should have not let anybody have that job. And unfortunately, she kind of fucked up when it comes to that. I do have another one. I fucking love this one. It's so funny. You've got to see it. Anna de Arma is not white. No, of course not. Is there any question of that? I didn't know that was a question. This one's hilarious. I'm going to end this once and for all. We're going to look up. Anna de Armas is not ethnicity. She is Cuban and Spanish. Yeah, she is not white. So NWO, you just said you wanted Ivy race swapped. I'm okay with that. I was just letting you know. Yeah, she's not. She's Spanish Cuban. She's actually from Cuba and did a bunch of Cuban roles. She's Latina. There we go. This one, oh, I just messed it up. Okay, this one is so good. It's so funny. Anna is a white race and ethnicity. Well, of course they're not the same thing. But she's not. She's Latina. If people are saying that Supergirl was race swapped, then they would have to do the same with Ivy. Check out this word. Okay, I'll look that one.
They say a man who is his own lawyer
Plant
is
swap.
a fool for a client. Well, my client Amber is no fool because she got the best goddamn liar you can. Lawyer. Did I say liar?
I fucking
I'm
love
Elaine
it.
Breedel-Diddlehoft. Goddamn.
Breedel-Diddlehoff. Oh my god.
This legal system! I love this country. You can sue basically anyone for anything. Oh, God, who parked like that? I'm forming contusion! When I heard about Me Too, I said, me first.
That doesn't look like crying, Amber.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What the fuck? Who would think that was a good idea? Who would like that? Well, it was so fucking weird. The whole thing was so weird to me. All right, we'll look at that one next, Robert. The final word on Amber Turd, the real life Peter Griffin. We're gonna look at that one next.
Jury doesn't cream their pants over that. Fuck me.
Hey, Camille, go back to law school, you bitch! I don't know what you just said, but it sounded piercing.
What, if any, fucks do I
Give goddamn
Objection. Bullshit.
Object this, Miss Ass Quack! Overrule!
The internet's ripping my client's asshole wide open with all these parodies.
The parodies are so good. Come on. There are so many good ones. These people have done such... Okay, that's Saturday Night Live. What did they show after that?
Miss Ass Quack! Overrule!
The internet's ripping my client's asshole wide open with...
I didn't see that one. Mildred something Anthony. I'll have to look it up later. I didn't see that one, but I seen the Saturday Night Live one. That one was not that good, but, you know, the other ones were.
all these parodies. It's disgusting.
I seen those. Those video game ones were so good. Like, that's probably the best I've seen so far. They were absolute, like, the animation on that was amazing.
My dog stepped on a bee.
I don't like the way the internet betrays me.
I can't hear you. I'm trying to enjoy my Pedialyte.
No, my client does not have a pooping problem. She makes handcrafted organic art, and we have the storefront to prove it. I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm an entrepreneur. Oh my god, the fucking puns!
Love pledging to charity.
Amber, you mean donating?
No, because then you have to pay them.
Amber's having me reshoot all the Aquaman 2 stuff that she got cut because she wants her fans to see what they're missing.
If I don't deserve to be in this movie, then tell me. Why am I so pretty?
Very.
What the fuck?
You're gonna turn around, show what America's canceling. Did I miss that? Amber, sweetie, I got you. Oh my god, she's back on the Pedialyte. Come on, Amber, wake up. You got court a scene to rehearse for.
I love it. You got a scene. Oh my god, it's so good. I hope they don't give Amber a musical, a turd with a backup dancing toilet paper. Oh my god, no.
I'm a professional!
Save me, Aquaman. I can't swim in this one.
Good. Now say your fucking line, Jason.
I was promised pot roast.
And I was promised
That guy kind of looks like The Rock. Look at him.
swim in this one.
Good. Now say your fucking line, Jason.
I was promised
He kind of does. Weirdly enough, he does.
pot roast.
And I was promised acting, you hack.
I watch it! Those sharks are riddles!
At Elaine Law, I'll put my career on the line for your reputation.
Did you tip that cow? Did you eat that cat? Did you kill your sister? Did you fuck your dad? If you pay me, then I'll state the facts. I'll say, Your Honor, they did not do that.
I'm Amber Heard!
Yeah, no.
They say a man who is his...
Stop it. These are, I wish I was this creative. Honestly, some of these people are so good. Are we still on the Anna thing? Anna does not look white. No, I agree. But she's beautiful. She's so pretty. Very pretty girl. I'm looking at her now. Yeah, I would love to see her as Poison Ivy. Beautiful. I've never seen her act though. All right, let's look at this other one. We have one more. Oh, these are great. These kind of are the best. The memes are all fucking worth it. All of it. Because it's hilarious. This one Robert sent. I haven't seen this one yet. I had seen the other ones. Better be good. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't know that the real life Peter Griffin guy had an actual channel.
Hi guys, real life Peter Griffin here. Well, it looks like we finally reached the exciting conclusion to the big Johnny Depp Amber Heard court case. It looks like Amber's defense team literally shit the bed. But congratulations, Amber Heard, on literally becoming one of the most hated people on the internet, next to Carol Baskins and anyone that's not a white person or an alien in Star Wars.
Wait, what? Hold on, we gotta listen to that again. Oh my god.
Next to Carol Baskins and Amber Heard on literally becoming one of the most hated people on the internet, next to Carol Baskins and anyone that's not a white person or an alien in Star Wars.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. You know what really grinds my gears? Oh my god. I love Family Guy too much. Or anybody that's not white in Star Wars. Fucking love it.
But I, for one, am very happy that we can all move on with our lives now. Ready for some snuggle time, Lois?
Oh yeah, Peter.
My god!
Peter, did you go to bed again?
No, it wasn't me. It was Amber Heard. I mean Heard.
That bitch. God damn it, Amber.
But remember, Amber, don't feel too bad, because remember, when you poop in your dreams, you poop for real.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's pretty good. I love that line about white people in Star Wars. That's good. Operation Whites? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Are you making fun of Mecca Random when she said Operation Darkies? I'm assuming. Oh my goodness gracious. Did you watch the latest Bond movies or Nine Out? No, I didn't. Are you kidding me? I haven't. I just look at him and I'm like, oh, she's pretty. She looks like Poison Ivy. Sure, why not? No, I wasn't reacting. Why do you have something ominous? I can look it up. No, we were actually going over the Amber Heard stuff and we talked about Joker. And I figured, why not? They're pretty fucking funny. Those are good. Those Jason Momoa ones are good. I meant the new Blade Runner. No. I come on now. You guys know me by now. I don't watch movies unless I absolutely have to. Or it looks super interesting. Or, yeah, that's about it. I don't. I should. I know I should. But, really, honestly, it just, sometimes maybe it's got to do with, looking at everything through the eyes of a reviewer. And that's not good. But I tend to do that and I shouldn't. Let's see. We'll give her a chance. All right. We're check out. I don't know if anybody doesn't want Bond spoilers, but we're going to check out Ana de Armas because now I'm going to start simping for her as Poison Ivy.
Paloma?
She's super pretty.
You're late. Vamos.
Something about a hat? Paris?
What happened? Ay, código. Sí. I forget things when I get nervous.
Wait. Were we seriously making the argument that she was not Latina? Like, very clearly, she's not, like, European white.
This is the biggest job I've ever had.
She was the highlight of that movie. She's a beautiful woman.
Is this your room?
It's a wine cellar.
He said, "Is this your room?" Are they about to do it?
Get to know each other just a little bit before we
Oh, no, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. She does look a little bit like Elijah Dushku, or however you say her last name. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm totally okay with this. That would be she would be amazing as Poison Ivy. Kind of a little bit of a hot take here. I know some people won't like it, but it's been a fan casting for quite a while. What do you guys think of Rihanna playing Poison Ivy? I mean, I've never seen her act. I like some of her music. I've seen her do like her movie, like her what's it called? Music videos. I think she looks too good to be Ivy. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Poison Ivy is the fourth hottest chick at DC. She has to be super hot. Like, the only DC girls that are prettier than Poison Ivy are Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and Talia. Nah, she should stick to singing. Yeah, I don't know her as an actress. I don't know. But I know that a lot of people... I saw her act in Battleship. It wasn't good. Okay, that's not very promising. I know a lot of people were fan casting her for a long time. They were making fan arts and a whole bunch of stuff about it. But she's not that good of an actor. Well, then that's sold. Yeah. No then. This other girl seems okay, but the problem is here with Poison Ivy is getting them to actually bring her on to the camera, right? Getting her actually brought into the DCU. And then there's another big problem here. When it comes to Zatanna, no, Poison Ivy's hotter than Zatanna. Come on now. But bringing Ivy onto the big screen obviously means romance, right? We're obviously going to see that. Who is the ultimate queen of DC, Catwoman or Wonder Woman? I personally like Catwoman better. But obviously Diana's part of the Trinity, so yeah. When it comes to this, are they going... It does seem like they're going way backwards. You know how we always get the same origin story of Bruce Wayne again. You know, you're always going to see, except for in Matt Reeves' film, to his credit, you're always going to see a different sort of origin story. But are people okay going back that far with Harley Quinn? I don't... Besides maybe a movie, maybe a season if it's the Arkham Asylum show, I don't want to see Harley Quinn go back to being a punching bag. I don't anymore. It's been played out over and over and over again. And honestly, I've said it time and time again, I'm getting sick of the Joker on screen. Like, he said, all right. Give us our... And I still don't understand why this is controversial. Give us our Harley and Ivy. Give us our Harley and Ivy on screen. That would be amazing. I love when people like act like it's a retcon. Wait, you said Harley is at her best as Joker. Yes, but it's also played out. It's also very much so played out at this point. And I don't necessarily think it's something that would work as well when translated from comic to big screen, right? So give us this romance already. Give us this romance already. Like, I know people don't necessarily, I don't know why people act like it's a retcon. You have people like Paul Dini and everything coming out and saying that it was always meant to be that way, but people still call it a retcon. Whatever. Just give it to us. Where does Harley and Batman rank in your favorite couples? Oh, down far on the list. Way far on the list. I mean, it's okay. And Batman the White Knight, it works for that, but I don't think it necessarily works like on the big. No, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan, but I liked it in White Knight. It worked out really good. And honestly, Harley and Ivy aren't my favorite DC couple. They're definitely close. They're definitely two, but Mr. Miracle and Big Barda are the best. What about Harley Booster? I heard it was all right. It was all right. Booster gets annoying. Unless it's like 52. Because you have to question if they're a big fan for that couple. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense, Shelby. Hold on, let me read it again. Because you have to question if they're a big fandom for that couple. Yeah, there absolutely is. There absolutely is a massive fandom for not only that couple, but for Harley in general. So yeah, I think that needs to be brought to the big screen. Personally, I love the Harley Quinn animated show. It's so good. It makes fun of everything. Like, it's one of those shows I compare to something like American Dad, where it's just gonna make fun of everything and not care. Makes fun of woke culture. It makes fun of anti-SJW. It makes fun of the Snyder Cult. It makes fun of everything. And it does it so well. It is such a good show, but they're taking their sweet ass time with the third season. Wait, fourth? Third. It seems like it's taking forever. Who is Batman's soulmate and wifey? Catwoman or Wonder Woman? Batman is Batman. Gotham. NWO. Gotham is his soulmate. Batman doesn't love anybody more than Bruce Wayne doesn't love anybody more than he loves Batman. Cartoon and comics, thank you. The only couple for Booster is Blue Beetle. Not couple. That's more like a bromance. But yeah, they're great together. They're absolutely great together. Batman and Harley is so funny. Batman and Harley, the show was funny. Oh, I fucking hated it. For one, I didn't like the voice actress. It didn't feel like, oh God, it was bad. It was Bernadette from not How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory. It was cringy. Like, the fact that they made Harley fart in the car was so stupid. What were they thinking? It was the absolute worst. Oh my God. My Wonder Woman is Linda Carter. She is amazing. Yes, she absolutely is. I love Linda Carter. Question before you said WBS 2 problems, Amber and Ezra. But what ground reason do they have to drop Ezra? That's a good question. Maybe because he's fleeing from the cops. He's doing these things in his Flash ring. Remember that video where he was talking about the KKK where he had his Flash ring on? He's doing very much so criminal behavior. And it looks like there's some really weird grooming allegations. And again, I haven't kept up to date with it 100%. I haven't. But it is very, very weird, the whole situation. And he's making them, by comparison, look really bad. Now, Amber, she's actually, it's obvious the issue they have with that. They've got 4 million or something people signing that petition. It's huge. I cannot imagine how Aquaman 2 is going to do. Like, we have seen all the videos, but like Saggy said yesterday, there isn't real proof, unlike Amber Heard. And I agree with that to a point, but we've seen him be arrested by cops. Saggy, I love Saggy, but she's caping for Ezra bad. Bad. We see him, we went through that weird body cam video. It's all over that he's running from the cops. At least in a legal sense. In a legal sense, I agree with you, but then why are the cops looking for him? It seems like a lot of it is trying to be hush-hush. And I think the biggest thing with Ezra is Ezra needs help. Ezra needs help. Something's going on. Someone just doesn't say that they're interacting with cops and getting arrested for NFT crypto. Like, that's not a normal thing. Worst case scenario, Ezra needs help. Or best case, rather. Best case. Ezra's lawyers are handling it. I love it! The moment we start talking about Ezra, Saggy comes up. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's what I think too. I think his lawyers are handling it. I did watch that 2-minute clip you put out, Saggy, about you're following it much closer than I am. Some girl admitting that she faked these allegations. It was very weird. As much as I have an issue with Wes, let me read that here. I will give him props for speaking in defense of Doug Erst, and he made it clear they were. Yeah, I agree. But I just don't care for him. I also think it's very weird that he had on EVS and then 2 seconds later, like literally getting shit on by EVS during his stream. So yeah, fuck them all. That's why I stick to myself. It's so much easier. That's the things. How many times do we see celebrities get arrested? Oh yeah. Through the legal system, Amber did. I don't think WB can drop him. That's a good point. I mean, you're right. But they need to do something. They need to at least say something. You know, at the bare minimum, saying we're getting Ezra the help he deserves. We're proud of our Flash. Something very simple like that would go a long way. Instead of ignoring a man that seems to be on the run. Yes, Ezra's last partner, Mia, accused him of abuse grooming in the past. That was debunked shortly after. That's what I thought. Saying that Ezra is still going around saying that Ezra was doing it. This new girl, Gibson. That's the thing that was different about Johnny Depp, and I've said that in the past. You had one person say shitty things. One person come out and say these things. Nobody jumped on like they did with Marilyn Manson or Kevin Spacey or all these things. Now they're jumping on Ezra. There's more than one, which leads me to question not only motives, but question what's going on that's causing that big of an issue. Now, if it's not criminal, so what? Right? Like, so what? We don't need to know what's going on behind closed doors with Ezra. Saying she is with Ezra, but he's not grooming her. Is that I don't know. I got to look more into it. I was able to listen to a little bit of Saggy's stream last night, but I didn't get to listen to all of it. So the issue, Ezra is poly and has multiple partners, but her Ezra will make him one and only. Well, then don't get into a relationship with a poly person. Like, that's dumb. I get it. Girls get attachments and stuff like that, but you should probably know what you're getting into when you're dating somebody like Ezra. But my issue is he or Warner Brothers or Discovery, whoever it is now, need to say something. They need to say something. Elon, you love Wes. Surprise. Oh, I can't stand Wes. I don't like Wes. Look, what am I looking at here? One last thing, and then we will wrap up, but I want to see what this is. It really won't pull up. Let me see. I'm trying. Will Johnny Depp sue Amber Heard for defamation again? Yeah, it could result in a third lawsuit. I would hope. That's all it is. I would hope so. Or at least collect the fucking money. At the end of the day, collect the fucking money. That's what he needs. That's what she needs to do. Ridiculous. I'm going to send you a video of Ana de Armas singing. Oh, awesome. Send it to my comics. Oh my god, I just commented on Amber Heard video and they disabled the comments. Oh, of course they did. Are you serious? Of course they did. How many times have you misgendered? I apologize. I tried, but I can't. I know it's not Tim. I know. I tried the entire time. I tried the entire time not to misgender Ezra. And I messed up. I'm sorry. Yeah, Wes has me blocked too. Because I have different opinions. Yeah, so. Not a fan. But yes, I apologize. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. But I'll have to look more at the Ezra stuff to really understand it, because it just seems like a whole shit show. It really, really does, in the nicest way possible. It seemed like an absolute shit show. And Ezra or Warner Brothers or both need to get on top of it, because the press they've got is really, really bad right now. Really, really bad. And make Amber pay. Yeah. I don't mean to misgender, but it comes out. That's exactly right. I didn't mean to misgender Ezra, but I tried. I promise. All right, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you all so much for